Millions of women fall victim to harassment, sexual assault, and objectification. Which gender experiences objectification and harassment the most?
Women.
Women.
Women. I'm Carolyn.
Have you ever experienced objectification or harassment within the workplace?
I have. It's something that I think about all the time whenever I have a one-on-one meeting with a man. Something that I fear that it may happen again due to society and how it's normalised. I was new to the area, so I didn't really know anyone in the business industry. And I was struggling to start my business online, so my friend recommended that I would go see her boss for some help. He was this boss of this high development company that specialised in technology and the works behind advertising online. So I scheduled a meeting with him. I went into his office and he seemed like a genuinely nice guy. However, I sat down and I began to explain what the issue was. And then he leant over me, pushed his body into me. Then his hands caressed my shoulders, down to my hips and my thighs. I grabbed my bags and I ran out straight away. I was getting uncomfortable by the second. I remember this lump in my throat. I just began thinking, why did he do that? Does he do it to everyone? Is it my fault?
Have you ever experienced objectification or harassment?
I have, like, a couple times, but one time when I was 14, I was allowed to go out and celebrate a football match with my friends, and we were walking home, and we just wanted to get home, but this man, he was just across the road, and we crossed over again because he sort of crossed over with us, and he followed, and we were like, what the hell? And then he got closer and closer and kept complimenting us and like kept saying, where are you going? Like, where are you people going? And we were like, that's weird. And then he got really close when I moved my bag back up my shoulder because it had fallen off. And then he touched my waist and whispered in my ear, which was just gross, and I didn't like it.
How did this make you feel?
It was like the worst time. It made me feel really, really bad, but I didn't really realise at the time how bad it made me feel. It just sort of stuck with me, and now I think about it, it's like, it makes me really uncomfortable.
I'm Josie.
Have you ever experienced objectification or harassment?
I do, nearly on a daily basis, which is the sad reality we now live in. So I'm a 15-year-old student and I do most of my work remotely. I prefer to work in public spaces as I find I'm more productive when I do. So I was in a cafe, finishing my notes from one of my lectures on my computer, and I feel like someone's watching me. I look over and I see a group of guys waiting for a takeaway coffee, and they're obnoxiously flirting with the waitress, pulling off her apron and giggling amongst themselves. Their focus shifted to me as soon as she walked away. They walked over and began talking to me, and at first I just thought they were being overly friendly. But then they started making comments about what I was wearing in my body, and I became self-conscious and ignored them. They continued hounding me until I finally responded saying to leave me alone. They got closer, leaning over my shoulder and complimenting me more. I again responded telling them to leave me alone and to stop bothering me. Their faces dropped and they became angry and aggressive and rude. It was clear that my response wasn't what they wanted or expected. This encounter made me scared to go outside by myself for a while. I lived in this fear that this encounter would happen again. It seemed so like a normal thing to everyone around me. No one spoke up for me or helped me or even acknowledged what was happening.